Hi, I'm Steve Richards, one of the pastors at Messiah Church in Plymouth, Minnesota. Welcome to my backyard today, and I'd like to talk to you about patience. How long will you wait until you won't wait any longer? Do you have a limit? Means some line that determines how long, and if you bump up against that line, bump up against that limit, you will not wait any longer. I remember when I was in college and a professor was late for class, and we would have this discussion about how long to wait until we would leave the room. Would we wait 10 minutes or 15 minutes? We wanted it to be as little as possible so that we could skip the class. But if I was a parent who was paying the tuition for that class, I would want the class to wait for an hour if that was necessary. So how long we wait depends, doesn't it? If you are 17 and you want to be a doctor, it could take you 10 years until somebody was willing to hire you, provided you went through all of the necessary steps. And you will wait 10 years if that's what you really want to do. But if you receive a medical test and you are told to wait until next week for the results, those few days can be an excruciatingly long time for you to wait. It depends, you see. Now, I'm not very good at waiting. I see a line and I come back later. If I'm put on hold, I tend to hang up and call back later. If I don't have the answer or the solution now, I get grumpy. And if I'm expecting you to arrive at a certain time, I'm likely to be pacing the room if you're late. Waiting is hard. In the Old Testament book of Psalms, we find that this psalm, this prayer that is attributed to King David, in which he is waiting for an answer from God, an answer that is not coming. And as this psalm, this is Psalm 13, as this psalm begins, I picture David looking up in the sky with his fist raised, shouting, "How long must I wait, O God? How long will you forget me? Forever? Look at me. Come on, God, look at me. Look at me. Give me an answer." And I know that frustration. I know the anxiety that comes from waiting longer than I want to wait. And here's what I've learned to do: practice patience. See, patience is a virtue. It is quiet hope. It is confidence in the future, doing everything I can do and then waiting, calmly waiting with trust that the results will come. Patience is seeing the end in the beginning. Now, here's my example, with apologies to my dentist, whom I really like. But when I have an appointment and I know there will be a certain amount of pain involved, I dread that visit. Just waiting for that visit, that appointment, can be excruciating. And I know this stems from childhood experiences when I spent way too much time in the dentist chair. And so what I've learned to do is to imagine the outcome, what I will be doing after the visit, and what the dental work will enable me to do. It is seeing the end in the beginning. But what if we are waiting for something and we have no idea how long it will take? I mean, isn't that this coronavirus? There is this virus out there, and we already see a lot of people who have given up on waiting, or they refuse to wait in the first place because, frankly, waiting is hard. So what I've decided to do is to work on my patience. It's focusing on the end and all the people in my life who will be living because I waited. And in the meantime, patience is using the waiting for good, to bless somebody, to prepare for the next chapter in your life. See, patience is a gift from God, a gift that God is waiting to grow in you if you will wait. So take a deep breath. It will be okay. The worst thing is never the last thing. God bless you. See you next Wednesday.